The iPhone 17 Pro is turning heads online thanks to some gorgeous new renders showing it off in a variety of colorful cases. Even though some Apple fans are still unsure about the new design direction, these high quality images are definitely making people take a second look. Personally, I think the phone looks pretty impressive, and the bold new look just might win over some of its skeptics. After years of sticking to a nearly identical design, Apple is finally shaking things up with the iPhone 17 lineup. While the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will still feature the familiar triple camera setup, the entire layout is getting a significant change. The cameras are now placed on a much larger camera island on the back, which immediately gives the phone a fresh and modern appearance. Some say it reminds them of the Google Pixel 9 and earlier Pixel models, and honestly, they're not wrong. It's a look that's been getting mixed reactions across online forums, but it's clear that Apple isn't afraid to take a bit of a risk this time. Leaked images of iPhone 17 Pro cases have more or less confirmed that this larger camera island is happening, but now we've got new renders showing the iPhone 17 Pro in a range of colorful cases, and that's where things get really interesting. The designs look sleek, bold, and surprisingly stylish when paired with vibrant case colors. Even though I usually prefer not to use a phone case myself, I have to admit, these ones definitely grab your attention. That said, this new design isn't going to be for everyone. Apple seems to know this, and that's probably why they're offering more options than usual this time around. If the bigger camera island isn't your thing, you'll still be able to go for the regular iPhone 17 or the rumored new iPhone 17 Air model. The standard iPhone 17 is expected to keep the same back design as the iPhone 16 base model, so it'll have that familiar, minimalistic look that a lot of users still love. Now, the iPhone 17 Air is where things get even more interesting. A recent render shows this model with a redesigned camera island that's larger than the standard models but much narrower and more refined compared to the Pro version. It looks sleek and elegant, again drawing a lot of comparisons to Google's Pixel phones. Honestly, if you saw it from a distance, you might even mistake it for a Pixel. It's definitely one of the most unique looking iPhones we've seen in a while, and it might end up being the sweet spot between innovation and simplicity. On the competition side, neither Samsung nor Google has signaled that they'll be making big design changes anytime soon. The Galaxy S26 is still a while away, and while Samsung has moved away from sharp edges, they're likely to stick with their recognizable design language. Google, on the other hand, already seems to be influencing Apple's design this year, but we don't expect any major shakeups from their end either. Now, do I think Apple is making a mistake with this larger camera island on the iPhone 17 Pro? Maybe. It's definitely a bold move, and bold moves can go either way. Some fans are already calling it an eyesore, while others think it's a necessary refresh. It's still too early to say if this design will be widely accepted, but one thing's for sure, Apple is no longer playing it safe with their Pro models. And while we're on the topic of Apple's future plans, there are also reports that the company is working on a brand new Pro model and even a foldable iPhone, both of which could debut in 2027. Now that's something I'm genuinely excited about. If Apple can bring the same level of polish and innovation to a foldable iPhone that they do with their standard models, we could be looking at something truly game-changing. Of course, global economic challenges like tariffs might affect pricing and availability, which is a concern for average consumers. Hopefully, Apple figures out a way to keep things affordable or at least accessible. In the end, the iPhone 17 Pro is shaping up to be one of the most talked about phones of the year, not just for its features, but for its bold new look. Whether you love it or hate it, there's no denying that Apple is trying something new, and that alone is worth paying attention to. With more options than ever before, from the standard iPhone 17 to the Pro and Air models, there's likely to be something in this lineup for everyone.